Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Natalie and my channel is all about luxury, vintage, fashion, and styling. So if you're interested in any of those, please consider subscribing by hitting the button below. For my next installment of Handbags 101, I'm going to be talking all about condition of bags and what you should look for when you're buying pre-loved or vintage handbags. So I get asked a lot about someone asking, hey, do you think this is a good condition for this bag or condition for the price? And honestly, it so depends on the bag and the brand and kind of what you're looking for. So first thing I would decide is, once you've decided on which bag that you want to purchase, I would do a little bit of research and kind of look around what different websites, kind of see the prices and comparisons of the conditions you can get for bags and what they kind of run. So you kind of have an idea of what you want to spend or what you're comfortable spending and what condition you're willing to accept for that price. For example, some people only want to buy something that's in like pristine condition, like almost never used, and that's totally fine, but honestly, you're not going to find that for most items. And with vintage especially, you have to be okay with some wear because, I mean, vintage bags are at least 20 years old. So of course, they're gonna have some wear and tear just from their age alone. So you have to just kind of figure out for you personally what you feel most comfortable with carrying and buying. For me, honestly, personally, I'm okay with some wear. It really doesn't bother me at all. I'm trying to think of an example. So like my Kelly, for example, does have a little bit of corner wear, but it was nothing serious. And as far as the things that I was like non-negotiable about is I didn't want any issues with like the glazing. I didn't want cracking in the leather because that's really hard to fix. The purse forum is a really great place to look for information. If you're looking for a specific type of handbag, you can kind of see what people talk about as far as condition of bags, what they've experienced, how they've treated conditions. So what have they done for cracking leather? What have they done for glazing issues? That's a really great place to kind of look and see, because it also depends on whatever condition you buy. You're either okay with it being that condition, just as is, and you would carry it like that, or if it needs repairs, you have to figure out if it's something that you're willing to do. Either it's at home repairs, things you can do yourself, buying leather lotion, things like that just to condition the leather, or if it's something you're going to need to send in to get repaired. So whether to send it to like the Hermes spa, or if it's something that's like a recalled thing, like Louis Vuitton has a lot of glazing issues on their bags, especially like in the 2016-ish era. There was a lot of glazing issues on bags. I actually had one like that, and it was like recalled. I had to give it back and get store credit for that. So those are just things you need to look out for. So do a little bit of research before you are going to be buying a bag, especially if it's not in like brand new condition, just to kind of see what types of issues are fixable or repairable or not, because that is kind of a determinant in, is this bag gonna stay nice for a long time, or is it gonna keep deteriorating and getting worse if I don't do something to address the issues that it has? So say a bag just needs a little bit of TLC. So you can use like the purse forum, see what people recommend on there. You can go on YouTube. People have made so many videos about handbag repairs. I'm not the expert. I honestly haven't done a ton as far as cleaning bags. I've used leather lotion to like moisturize my bags. I will link that down below. Again, it can be brand specific. So like Chanel says not to use leather lotion on their bags. I have a little bit and it's fine, but you can also, you know, take color off if you're not careful. So we'd be very careful. Do your research on what bags you feel like you can use protectant or not. You always want to look at the shape of the bags. So if there's a lot of shape wear to them, that's not necessarily something you're gonna be able to fix. Sometimes shape issues, if it's a super slouchy bag, can be helped by using an insert. So that's something to look into also. If it just looks like there's a little bit of like structure wear to the bag, sometimes an insert can kind of help the shape of that. And as far as getting a bag repaired, your couple options are, you could use the brand. So some brands like Hermes, you can send bags into the like Hermes spa to get completely redone, and they can actually do some amazing things. But there are certain conditions they can't treat. So again, using something like the Purse Forum is a great reference as far as what kind of things can be fixed and what cannot be fixed in bags. So you can send it to the brand. You can use another big like spa. So like Leather Surgeons is a really big popular place that people send their bags, and I've seen a lot of really amazing outcomes with them. I haven't personally sent anything there, but I've heard good things, so that's definitely something to consider. And the third option is doing something locally. So like a local cobbler, handbag repair place, kind of checking them out and seeing what they can do. Again, I haven't really done that either. I am very particular with my bags and I get very nervous to send them to places. So make sure if you are sending it somewhere and it's an expensive bag, that you kind of do your research a little bit. Make sure you're sending to a place that does a really good job, that people highly recommend. So using something like Yelp to check it out, or references from friends, is a great thing to do before you just send your very expensive handbag off to somebody to repair. And something else just to consider when you are purchasing a bag, make sure you're looking at all the pictures of the bag, that you have plenty of pictures, both the insides, the outsides, the corners, the hardware. You just want to check everything over and make sure that they have listed any sort of damage or problem that there may be with the bag, just so you're aware, because the worst thing you can do is not have enough information, and then you get the bag and there's a lot more wear than what it said. Now, you don't usually run into these issues as much with like certain sellers, but then there are some that you don't really know as much. And like the RealReal, as much as I love buying from there, if you're buying a super expensive bag, say like $4,000, $5,000, I mean, they do allow returns, so that is something, but they don't always have the best pictures as far as they could have way more pictures, honestly. Sometimes they only have 4 or 5 bags and it's like a $5,000 Chanel bag. 4 or 5 pictures and it's, a super expensive Chanel bag, and you want more information than that. So you can usually email them, and I think that they will provide more. I know Fashion File for sure. I've had a question on bag before and they have responded and sent more information about it. So they're definitely willing to do that. I'm sure the RealReal probably is too. So that's something to consider. You just want to know exactly what you're going to get before it comes. And along with that is also make sure you check the sizing of the bag before you purchase. It's not really anything to do with the condition, but honestly, I like this bag, this denim bag, for example, I thought it was like a little baguette bag when I purchased it online. I didn't look at the dimensions and it came and it was super big, which worked out. I love that bag, but you definitely want to like read the measurements, make sure you have the measurements, and so you know exactly the bag that you're getting, because sometimes with the listings, you might think you're getting one thing and you get another, because photographs can be deceiving. So that is also something to keep in mind. So I hope this video was helpful to you. I know I kind of like rambled and was all over the place. So if you have any additional questions, please leave them in the comment box down below and I will be sure to reply. Anything I have in the description box, go and check. If I talked about anything specific, I will have links there. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to have you back for my next one. And until next time, bye.